Welcome back to the show. This is Pambo. Now we continue with the series we have been doing on how to beautify your walls. So today we want to talk about wainscoting. Just in case you're wondering what that is, wonder no more. Come with me. Hi Gideon.
Hey Naomi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Now please, I want to talk about wainscoting.
Yes.
Maybe we have a conversation. What is wainscoting?
Wainscoting is basically a typical wall treatment. It involves having somehow, you can use, there are so many materials used for wainscoting. You can have boards, you can have MDF and stuff like that.
Okay.
But basically it's a wall treatment, and usually it involves more of protruding outside the wall as compared to wallpaper, which is basically all on the wall.
Okay.
So there is a protrusion aspect when you talk about wainscoting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know this is it. Instead of talking in theory, this is it. This is wainscoting.
Yes. This is it.
All right.
Yes.
Tell me, how do you install this?
How you put it up. Number one, you consider the angles. As you can see, they have to be 45 degrees.
Okay.
So 245 degrees make a whole complete 90 degrees, which just basically makes it look like a perfect frame. Now with an adhesive.
Okay.
Usually we like to play around with paint when we're dealing with wainscoting, and we'd have the inside one like this side different from now the main molding, so it can actually make the whole look more defined.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people do wainscoting on the lower third. Is that more applicable, or a full wall like this? What works best?
Usually it depends on the space you have. As you can see, these are double ceiling wall.
Yes.
And then now we needed to actually maximize the whole wall. Now if you have, let's say, the normal height of a wall, then it would make sense if you only made it, let's say, half of this. But you see, now we also needed to maximize even at the top.
Okay.
But now it depends. But usually on the stairs, we like to keep it somewhere halfway.
Okay.
And then on a double roof ceiling like this, we like it to take it all the way up.
Okay.
Yep.
What is the advantage of wainscoting?
It has got so many advantages, because as you can see, now on this space we are planning to have a painting. As you can see the nails here, we're planning to have a painting which will be totally symmetrical to fit this.
Okay.
So even when it comes to you having your decorations and everything, it will help you define in a better way.
Okay.
Yeah. And after all, it's beautiful.
It's just for beauty, aesthetic.
Yeah. And then you can see it's not all consistent as compared to just painting the whole wall.
Okay.
There's something extra to it. Yeah.
And you can play around with the designs and the shape and the sizes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this affordable? Because I know you will still have to paint.
When it comes to affordability, I'd say it's kind of 50-50, because you really have to consider the type of molding that you're using. Yeah, because there are so many qualities out there. And currently what we have here is something very solid, to a point that when we even need to sandpaper, still remains intact.
Okay.
So the affordability aspect of it depends all on, number one, the type of paint you're going to use, the kind of molding you're going to use, because you remember, as we said, there are still so many types of molding.
People like to DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Is this something that someone can achieve by themselves? And especially talking about the molding, the different qualities that we have, would that be affected if I choose to DIY?
I think the only difference would only come when it comes to precision.
Okay.
Because once you start getting the angles wrong, and like the degrees, as you can see, it's something that once you look at from afar, it looks shoddy. So that's number one. Number two, when it comes to how you sandpaper, how you do the paint work, I mean, basically everything in interiors, just not in the wainscoting, it's the finishing that's everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So most times the DIYs go wrong because of the finishing. Yeah.
A lot of people love beautiful spaces,
Yep.
beautiful walls,
Yep.
but you find affordability might be an issue and tight budgets.
Yeah.
Is this something that someone can do with time, one wall, take time, get more money, do a different wall?
You see, at the end of the day, how you live in this kind of space you have, it's everything.
Yes.
You see, so yeah, that's something that can totally be done, starting from one wall to another, even doing a whole complete setup. The problem is not even when it comes to the cost, because the cost is average, yeah, but now the problem only comes to the precision and the finishing, and all we focus on is how good the finishing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you play around with how the wall looks like? Because this looks a bit plain to me. Can you play around with it?
Sure. Like in some spaces we have got wallpaper inside here. In some spaces we have got liquid paint in here. So these just basically the molding and paint, but usually we also play around with wallpapers and stuff like that. And yeah, I think we actually have another one that we've actually done. I think.
Me, I love to see.
Yeah,
I love to
definitely.
See. So now when you're wainscoting, can you use it on any type of wall anywhere in the room?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, depending on the design.
Okay.
But you see, in most places like a staircase or something like that, usually we recommend you can do it halfway.
Okay.
And then on a full wall, maybe you can divide it.
This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, this is it.
Is
As you
this
can
paint? No, it's not. Eh?
This liquid wallpaper, it's water-based.
Okay.
So first we had to start with the wainscoting, and unlike the other kind of wallpaper, this comes as a paste.
Okay.
So that's how we're able to play with the wainscoting.
I can actually see the comparison between what is not yet done
Yes.
and this.
Yes.
That's
according to its design, because as we said, you can always play with the wainscoting. You can have it painted inside and outside. So on this case, we just decided to play around with the liquid wallpaper. So as you can see, the other one, we decided to use normal paint, but not normal paint on this one.
Okay.
Just to give quite some contrast.
If you need to undo a wall and remove it from the wall, does it damage the wall?
Not at all. What you will find is a plain wall at the back. Maybe what you'd have to do at most is just a little bit of skimming. Skimming is just where you just put a very thin layer of maybe filler or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
We learn every day with these new
You're right.
technologies and innovations that you have.
Yeah.
All the best. Mtu akitaka kufanya wainscoting, akupata wapi?
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all platforms.
Okay.
Premium Wallpapers KE.
Fantastic. Asante sana.
Yes.
Continue the good work that you're doing.
Thank you so much, Naomi.
All right.
We also look forward to having you back, and we couldn't be happier. Yes.
Ndarudi?
So.
Asante. Okay.
All right.
There you've had it. We've given you different options of what you can do with your walls. So please don't have plain walls, just beautify them. Let me take a short break. We'll be right back with the players.